We are transferring you to Russia. Our base near Kiev was attacked before we could complete construction. Throw the attackers back and expand the base. This base is strategically important. There are large reserves of raw materials nearby. Construct 8 mines to secure the supply lines for these raw materials.
Welcome to Earth 2140. Welcome to the next mission for the United Civilized States. This is a very tricky start we have here. We have to survive some massive attacks before we can pretty much do anything here. So we need to get some solid defenses going here. You guys have to hold the line here for the time being. You guys here, maybe get into this mine here. You will be needed here. So reinforcements are on the way. Problem is that these reinforcements get attacked occasionally, meaning that they will actually stop after. What are you doing here? Yeah, so half of them will get themselves destroyed just by walking to my base. But that's how it is. Also, we want a refinery. There we go. So you will guard this here. You can get into this power plant here, and let's hope that we can hold the line here, which is not going to be particularly easy. So we've already lost most of these guys here, and there will be more attack waves. It will take a while until we can actually build shadows, so that's a bit of a problem. So you guys here are going to come over here. Don't get distracted. And you're going to defend my... Okay, great, helicopters. It's just what I needed. There we go, you unfold yourself here, just stop. And you are going to build me a bunch of these guys here because I need some units that are actually useful. There we go. Just do it. And let's see whether we can hold the line here a little bit longer. You can come over here. You hang out a little bit further back here. I'm surprised that infantry is still alive, but okay. The problem is they send some really heavy tanks and those can eat a bunch of our guys. Also, you are just going to go south. You're not going to hang around here and waste your time. Just come over here. You come over here. So the goal here is to... Great. Yeah, they're going to take this over now. Should just blow it up right now. Not quite sure about that. But okay, you deliver this here. Let's maybe get you over there. Yeah, so let's just destroy the refinery here, but I mean mine, and let's build a second one. There we go. We need to build 8 mines here to win, but we can only build mines in spot where there's actually resources. Otherwise, it doesn't count. So you can't just build 8 mines in your base and then win the mission. It doesn't work like that. You get over here. They will also attack us from other directions in the near future, but... Okay. Oh yeah, we can still use the mine. I forgot about that. You know what? We may as well utilize their mine here while we're at it. So we have a bunch of you here. That's not too bad. And a bunch of you there. That's also not too bad. Even though like half of you are kind of dead. Let's have you hang out here. And let's hope that they don't completely overrun us here too early. This is a bit luck based. If any base decide to attack you at once, then you're probably dead. If not, then you can actually survive this. So we're still producing a couple more of these. You can hang out here, at least as long as that building is not ours. We can, you know, I think we should probably not produce more. We might need them for other stuff later. You can come down here. This looks impressive. It's not. We're going to need every single one of these guys here. Okay, you decided to blow that up. Oh well, I guess that's it then for that mine. Okay, goodbye. You were fun while you lasted. Stop. Let's build you here, so we can build a second one right next to you. And let's see, we can make this. Okay, please don't crash. As it turns out, this scenario here is a lot harder than I initially assumed. So all you really have to do is hold out until the shadows arrive, but that's really easier said than done because... Oh dear, don't have enough stealth here, that's not good. Let's maybe get another shadow down there. The problem is that the enemy sends a ridiculous amount of troops. They send really a lot, and a lot of heavy units. I think they have at least 4 bases on the map, possibly more. And they just send so much. And it seems to be somewhat random. Like twice I got really unlucky. They sent all their heaviest units right away and it just died. Another time, what's happening there? You maybe hang out here. Oh damn, so there's someone there. That's not so cool. Okay, let's see that we send someone over there. We might need even more shadows here. I don't really want that. Yeah, they have at least one base here and the other base are kind of scattered across the map. It's just not great. And the problem is, even if you have the shadows, you still need to make sure that they don't just walk past the units, which they can't see, and just destroy everything else. So that's another problem here. And they're like this guy here, so this is just a single unit, but they almost managed to snuff out my production center here. So you really have to defend yourself from all sides, and this time it is really all sides, whereas usually it's just... I think I can use maybe one more of you down there. Usually it's just maybe 3 sides, absolute tops. Often it's only 1 or 2. Yeah, so even though the worst is over, you still have to struggle a lot, and I had to try this I think 8 or 9 times, so it's really... it is very, very unforgiving. You can come over here. We might have to give up on this little eye here at one point. So even now they have the shadow stealth and everything, this is still not easy. So they're still sending a lot of stuff after me. I just think I lost all my... Oh damn. So let's make sure that we stop the repairs here. Ooh. Okay, what else being repaired? Ooh, so what we need now, very desperately, is at least 1 heavy lifter, otherwise we are doomed. There's another thing you can very easily run out of. Whoops, wrong facility here. You can very easily run out of funds as well, because you don't start with a refinery, and your mines and everything are really exposed. So what's the deal here, guys? Oh, do they actually have screamers this time? Or what's the deal here? Anyway, get out of there. I just gave you an order. Oh, are you jammed? Oh, please don't tell me that's the case. I don't need that. I already have enough trouble here. I don't need more shenanigans like this. Anyway, you can please start howling stuff here. Oh great, they have planes as well. They also have a lot of air units. So this is very disproportionately difficult compared to everything else we've had so far. You get over here. First, oh, I've lost control of these units. Yeah, look at this. So I guess we have to withdraw some guys from here. And even despite all these advantages... Oh great, they have a screamer here somewhere. Great, now my shadow stealth is gone. And there we go. So you here need to die right now. So they finally get screamers. And look how many super heavy units they send. There we go, so that's a lot better. But still, and this is already with using the screamer cheese. Like without that, I don't think you can do this. Okay. Just hope we can hold the line here. You do not step out of line. But if they have screamers, that's really bad. We don't need that, believe me. Okay. You please return. More air units, I don't really need that either. Yeah, I think we could probably build a second mine, but I want a second guy here first. You get yourself over here, thank you. I think I want a repair guy as well, because a lot of my units are... Really, they sent more... Why do you have to send screamers after me now? How am I supposed to defend myself against this? Do I have to try this again? Okay, so please take out the screamer. But I'm losing so many units here, so how is this supposed to work? Now I have to expose my front here. Okay, fine. How is this supposed to work? I mean, you're holding the line everywhere else, so I guess that's something, but they're going to break through there. And their screamer isn't even at the front lines. Yeah, this is not going to work out well. Okay, I think we finally got somewhere here. So I think this is my maybe 10th or 12th attempt. Generally, about half the time I just get crushed instantaneously, and there's no hope of recovery, or they just destroy a key structure. So like my HQ here, which is somewhat exposed, something like that. But this time it seems to work out. Oh damn! I need power desperately. So we're going to attack one of the enemy bases, the one here that's somewhat isolated. Also, did you know they build screamers in this mission here? Because they do. And yeah, there we go. But the screamers are a bit of a problem because obviously I rely on the cloaking here. Why are you walking over there? Just hang out here, and yeah, there we go. So they still cause considerable losses. Let's see, can I build? I could build. Maybe let's get like 4 more of you, and then let's try to find the enemy base in this direction here. I know there's one here, so I scouted a little bit. Not in this attempt here. I just made myself familiar with the map. In one attempt I just took all the units and just scouted a little bit. So it's the usual, just lose deliberately so you know what you're up against approach. And I do have 2 mines here, so we need 6 more, and then we're good. So we don't need to destroy everything here, that's important. Nevertheless, this is a huge spike in difficulty compared to all the other missions. Even the, say, the Africa mission, or the one where you had to destroy a huge enemy army with just your guys, those were still way easier than this one here is. Hey there. And so I tried to eliminate at least one base here, and I think there is 5 or 6 enemy bases on this map here. So they just outproduce you considerably. So there's mines here. I guess we can take those over. We'll do that later. We'll first want to eliminate their base here, because we obviously don't want to hang around here while they're still have an intact base here. So let's just destroy that. You can all come up here, and let's hope that we can hold the line here. You do get a massive amount of reinforcements. You can see that during my, well, maybe not first attempt, but earlier attempt, let's put it that way. Where is my shadow? Okay, take a step back here. You're supposed to come over here, but never mind. Okay, that could have gone a little bit better. You get a massive amount of reinforcements. You get something like 8 Spider 2s or so. And you get, I think, like something like 6 Spider 1s. So you get a high amount of firepower, but you're just going to burn through so much of it. So the key is to, it's not really a strategy, you just have to hope that enough of them survive. Because a couple of times I managed to get the shadow, but then, or get a couple of shadows, but then I didn't have enough money to cover all the flanks. Or, what's the deal here? There's more helicopters, whatever. Or I didn't have enough units left to actually stealth, because once you stealth your units, the enemy goes right for your buildings, of course, because they won't attack your units. And as a result, if you are too close to your base, they're just going to take you out that way, which isn't really helpful either. And if this was a destroy everything mission, we could actually just survive with like one crew of units, but that's not the case. So in any case, let's just destroy everyone here. Let's maybe go north and kill that production facility, because they're spamming stuff too hard here. There we go. But I think, as with a lot of other missions, they seem to start with a bunch of heavy guys, and once those are dead, the attacks get a lot more manageable, which is great. They're still sending screamers, so they have advanced stuff, but they don't seem to send that many of their heavy laser tanks and the heavy other tanks, so that is actually quite nice, because those take a long time to take out. So even if you're stealth and they don't really attack you, it still takes a while until... Do you all want to attack here? It still takes a while until they actually... Why did you step closer? It wasn't really necessary. Actually, I might take that over, so it's easier for me to... Okay, I might take that over as well. I might take that over as well. I might take everything over. Okay, but do I want to take the biocenter over, really? You know what, let's not do that. I don't want them to produce infantry. It's just too much of a risk. Instead, let's get a robot factory of our own. We might actually move that over here even. Can you please come over here? So it looks like that just blew. that's okay. You know what? We can blow up their refineries because we don't really need that many refineries. We just need the mines. So let's do that. So they stop bothering me here. And there we go. You will move over here, which you hopefully will survive. But maybe you won't. Let's see. But at least they can't produce new units, so what they have now is what you get. Why aren't all of you attacking this guy here? I know some of you have to turn, but you seem to be oddly passive. But okay. It's fine. We can take this one here over. We probably want that. Let's kill you and get over here. Let's hope that my robot factory makes it. If not, it's not that important. What's the deal here? You get back into line, please. And the good thing is the enemy doesn't seem to really focus on producing screamers. They just have them occasionally. They still produce mainly just their usual like medium tanks. And what else they have. Or even a lot of light tanks, which apparently, to be honest, aren't that terribly light, but whatever. Anyway, let's destroy you. But I think the research center here is priority. Well, to be fair, since I have researched everything there's to research, they probably have as well, but... Ooh, power plants. Yeah, I guess we're going to destroy those. And please come over here. Okay, so there's a bunch of mines here, that's nice. Let's hope you survive that. If not, you're not that expensive, so whatever. Can we upgrade our power plant once more? Yeah, and another thing that's the same thing with other missions is that in the beginning it's super anxiety-inducing and hectic. And then once you have boots on the ground, everything just kind of falls apart because the enemy can't really touch you. And you're just waiting for the cash to dribble in so you can actually do stuff. So we have... This seems to be a large-ish field. That's good. We'll have to see how many bases we actually have to take over so we can access enough fields. I don't think I can build another mine here. I could try, but I think it's unlikely. I might squeeze just another one in here, but this actually looks pretty good. And there were more mines down here as well. So let's check this area here. But I think we're good. At least the enemy bases don't appear to be particularly well defended. They don't have many towers. They just kind of... There's just a lot of open terrain. There's no water here at all. So at least that's something. During one attempt I just tried to rush one of the enemy bases, which you can do, but rebuilding is difficult. And so this one here is actually really easy to take over even without stealth units. But then they just come after you here. And while it's easier to defend, I couldn't get my research center and everything up and running swiftly enough for that, so that wasn't the real solution. Which is a bit unfortunate because that would be an interesting attempt. So where was that? I think they had another mine down here. So anyway, you're going to all meet here. There we go. So we have some decent income because we're not spending that much right now. You get into stealth radius here, please, and you can maybe take a little bit of a step back here. Yeah, it seems the enemy has largely fallen silent, so I suppose they've burned through most of their money and their initial troops, and now it's just the usual hang around here. But it's okay. I'm not complaining about this, but this was a huge spike in difficulty, and most importantly, it felt super random. So they really should not have the AI start with that many units. It would be better if they have them start with less units, but actually have a reasonable amount of income for both you and the enemy, so it starts getting interesting, and not do stuff like locking enemy base away on islands so they just stockpile troops there. Awesome. So let's get a bunch of you here. We can take over all those mines and whatnot. One of you can... Actually, I don't think they got those mines. I probably would have sent the guys after us at this point here. Okay, so this was actually surprisingly easy. You can probably do that with just a handful of units. I wonder whether that's the idea that you... But to be honest, rushing multiple enemy bases while you also defend against all the heavy units, that just does not sound like a good idea, to be perfectly honest. Anyway. The good thing is we don't need to wipe out everyone. We just need to take over their stuff here and build mines. Okay, so there's one of their lorries. Doesn't really matter, does it? Still. There's one of these guys here, so... Ah, there we go. Awesome. So we can build a bunch more mines. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's build 4 or so. And then you can take over some mines. Was there one here? I think there was. There was definitely one down in the valley as well. I think they had at least 2. And I think these units are just hanging out near... Okay, there's fighting going on here. That's okay. No screamer inside. That's good. And the line here is still holding. Okay, yeah, they really seem to have fallen asleep. I've barely been attacked since. You come over here. Yeah, there's that other mine. Nice, nice. And you can... So, did I actually take this over successfully? I did. Nice, nice. So you can come down here and do the same here. And Shadow, you can step a little bit forward so these guys are all camouflaged. And no more of you guys. Nice, nice. So there's all my mines. Let's see how many we can squeeze on that plateau, because that looks like a decent field. Even on this large map here, that is a decent amount of green there. Also, one of you will destroy all those trees, because those could be in my way here. Let's see about that. We'll also see whether someone's guarding this mine here. I hope not, but we shall see in a moment. You can also check out how large this field here is. Yeah. Yeah, this mission, it could be interesting with all building all the mines and everything, but it's just a ridiculous defense mission in the beginning, and you are really, really exposed. I don't know why they felt the need to do that now, because usually they're really generous with how... There we go. They're really generous with how... So now we've got 4. The maps are structured, and often you have a really, really nice bottleneck. So why the need to have... There we go, thank you very much. Why the need to have this ridiculous setup now, I'm not quite sure. Well, I guess it's the third to last mission. So let's go a little bit higher here. We don't need efficient mines, we just need mines. Can go 1 higher, that's only 1 field. I'm not quite sure whether it directly correlates with how long the mines last, or whether they all last at the same time, because occasionally it seems to be the case, but occasionally it doesn't. So I think we can squeeze in at least 1 more here. Not here. I guess I wasted some space there, but I don't really need the money anyway. I have decent income, and since the AI, as usual, like fell asleep. Do I even want this? You know what? We're going to do this differently. Sorry, nothing personal. So didn't really need to take that over, but whatever. There we go. Here we go. And you get up here. And over here. With you, and you will join us here. Just a little bit more. What damaged you? I guess the self-destruct here, but whatever. So let's see whether we can build 2 more here, and then we just need 1 more. Is there more? There should be more resources here, yeah. Pretty sure there's at least 1 field here. Let's go with that. And you... There we go, and you should be able to get up here. Then we might even be able to squeeze all of them up here. Yeah, and they completely stopped attacking. I've not seen many attacks here at all. But at least we don't need to take them all out, otherwise this would be... Okay, can't build you here, but that's okay. I think we did need to have that 1 mine there in the south. We could have just gone with these ones here. Yeah, there seems to be plenty of space here. But okay, let's build 1 more just in case. Oh, you know what? Maybe not. Because we don't really need it. Alright. Everything here is fine. Of course, they won't attack us from these angles anymore. Also, yeah, another thing with the... Apart from not having any bottlenecks, the AI doesn't just attack from the direction of their base. The blue would occasionally come from this direction here, and green would also do a little bit of a pincer movement. So you could even rely on them coming directly from the same direction here. But oh well, it doesn't really matter now. Okay, almost there. I wish these guys were transportable by water, because that would make expansion a little bit easier. And I don't think there's any real reason not to do that, because it doesn't really give you any huge advantages. It would just be more interesting. But okay. Okay, there's some attacks here, but I don't really care. They're not going to overrun my base in that time. Okay, can we even deploy you here? Nope. There should be some resources here, I'm sure. Get on with that. No? Okay. Maybe I underestimated. But it did look like it. Nope. Maybe if you go a little bit higher, but it could be that this cliff here is in the way. Let's see. There we go. I guess that's good enough, isn't it? See you next time.